recording. Boom. I hope it have shown you there that I'm recording, right?
Yeah, it is shown.
All right. So, Mr. Lejean.
All right. My name is Joel Gisela Souza. I am Mozambican, currently 23, although that's irrelevant. I'm in my final year of Bachelor of Arts, Political Science.
Wow. Political science is an art.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't ask me much about that, though.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm an artist.
Wow.
Yeah.
A politician artist.
I'm passionate about art. Yeah.
Okay. So, man, like it's been long. I didn't record a podcast and I thought of going with you on my first podcast of 2021. You know, for what? Because I just want someone who can be honest and speak about something which I'm really passionate about, is why Africans, we don't consume African products. And even the little which we consume, we don't actually support it. So I'm just going to discuss about that. And the products which you consume, the main focus which I have here is the product on the media. It be music, it be movies, or anything. So I just want you to be as much honest as you can with why you personally don't consume African products. And then maybe I can add also mine. And then we're just going to discuss around that topic. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right, good. All right, so let's go.
Another culture to learn.
Another place to know. Learn from the other side of the world.
Know about the other life.
With Muhamba Live.
So welcome back to Muhamba Live, and we're going to talk today about why don't Africans consume African products when it comes to media. Okay, and as I already told you first, the products we're going to talk about here are the products of the media. It'd be music, it'd be movies, it'd be anything which you can consume, we can produce in the media in Africa and then consume it locally. Why don't Africans do that? And I take the case of Africa in general because I think I have a general idea of most of the African countries, though not all the countries are like that, but most of the African countries, we are not so much attracted to promoting our African stuff. Like, you know, being a musician, a native African, and then going to sing abroad, probably your guys are going to appreciate you more than how you could be inside your country. I think it's like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case, why does it happen? Any idea, anything which comes first to your mind when you think of that? Why does it happen like that?
Okay, to start with, I'm no expert when it comes to this. So everything that I'll say is truly based on.
But you are a consumer.
My opinion and maybe my experience. Yes,
yeah,
I am. And at some point, I also was. I was doing music and releasing music. So I think I have an experience from both sides. You know, like being a consumer and also someone who's out there putting things out. Well, first of all, and I'll talk about my country, you know, when we compare the kind of stuff that we produce and what comes from the outside, in terms of quality, whatever we consume from outside is so much better. We have to, you know, put that straight in terms of quality.
Yeah.
You know, quality and content, it's so much better what we get from outside. So if someone wants to listen to good music, let's say, the person will not think of what's done in my country. I don't know if I should mention my country.
I understand. Yeah, you can just mention. You can mention it. It's a case we live, man.
Yeah. So most of the time, if someone is looking for like a good music, you know, the first thing that will come to mind is not Mozambican music at all. You know, we even listen more to South African music than our own.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So according to what you just said, I think what can be the solution to that part of quality only? What do you think can be the solution? You said you have been in music yourself.
Yeah.
What can be the solution then?
Part of the solution can be more investments being done in the industry. You know, like people who are willing to put money, invest in the music industry, for example. And I don't know, in a way sacrifice, because I know it's not going to be something that will take a day or a year for them to see return. So like more investments when it comes to the music industry. Because that's lacking right now. You know? And I'm sure people don't invest. Yeah.
Yeah. So does this mean that money is the problem in the industry coming to media?
Yeah, money is the problem because, I mean, we have artists, we have talented people in Mozambique. We have a lot of talented people, but the problem is even the talent itself cannot generate money.
Okay, so I have a case which I'm going to present to you. Okay, I don't know if this case is so much it's on the side of what you're saying or if it's contrary. There is a country, the country of Nigeria. They are the third producers, the third largest producers of cinema in the world now. They have a huge quantity, but they don't have access to the big scenes, to the big audience, to the best audience of the world, because they have just a big quantity, but they don't have too much of quality. So I think it comes to explain also what you're just saying, that we have a lack of quality in Africa.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. So any other points, like any other reason which you know about why you personally don't consume African content or any media products?
Okay, I will not talk as a Mozambican. I will not talk about Africa because consume.
let's take it to Mozambique. Let's take it to Mozambique.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
I will not lie. Yeah, I consume more African products in general as compared to Mozambican products. Yeah, and for me, the main issue would be quality. Mm-hmm. I listen more to Angolan music as compared to Mozambican music, and I'm not proud to say this, but you know, when it comes to the content, to the quality, they're offering better compared to Mozambique.
That's me. That's me when it comes to Nigerian. I think 90% of the things which I watch, it be comedies, movies, music, and everything is totally Nigerian. When it comes to Congolese, it's just like very little because, you know, they are my stuff. So probably when it's trending there, probably it will appear also on my feed. But yeah, I do get that point. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, movies. I'm talking mainly about music, right? I consume more Angolan music as compared to Mozambican music. Yeah, I consume more South African music compared to Mozambican music. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to movies, for example, I have watched some Nigerian movies before. I can't lie. I have watched some Nigerian movies before, and even some Mozambican.
When you say before, what is that before? Is it 2003?
Like long ago. Okay. Yeah, like 2005 and 7, when, you know, my parents would choose to.
I get it.
African Magic. Yeah, I think it's African Magic.
So
I had no choice.
I had
no choice. So I've watched them. But when it comes to movies, I think it's more of a personal choice. I'm not a big movie fan, you know, and even the movies I watch from outside are not like, you know, many.
I get it.
I'm not a big movie fan, although I love certain movies. So if it's Nigerian, American, I don't watch movies that much. All right. And if I was to watch, I'm sure the same problem that I have with music would be there for the movies.
Exactly.
It's the content writing. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention here names.
Go on.
A few days ago. Yeah, just a few days ago. Because I thought it was interesting. We're staying in India now, right? And I'm a bit familiar with the Nigerian culture. So there's this movie on Netflix, Namaste Wahala. We talked about it some days ago, and I was like, yeah. I told you I was gonna watch it, right? And I went and I started watching. I haven't finished, and I'm not going to. It was just, you know, it was weird for me.
I get you. I was discussing exactly about this point with another Indian friend. Like, I was so disappointed, and I'm having this feeling more and more. Like, they present something trying to excite you, but the main issue I think I'm going to discuss about this later on, but there is a very huge problem with our African contents who are trying to upscale their things, is trying to copy without knowing what they're copying. Actually, that movie, the way it was done, it was like copying Bollywood in a Nigerian way, but it didn't make sense. Like it didn't come out properly.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie and the scenes are going, and all of a sudden they're dancing at the beach. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? What's really going on?
Yeah.
You know, and that's there. even on other sources of media, there's the element of trying to copy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a huge lack of originality.
Exactly.
And for me, many people are trying to copy like the Western stuff. And for me, I can't support just because I have to support when I know they're copying something. I would rather just go and watch the original, which is good anyway.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that I can't support African stuff or Mozambican stuff, but most of the time they're trying to copy someone else. Why won't I just go and watch the original thing? So I'm caught in that dilemma most of the time.
Yeah.
So, and even the rappers, for example. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. When it comes to this content, I noticed something is that every time when Africans, okay, let me take in general, especially when it comes to Black people, when they worked with white people, it actually turned out to look a little more professional than when they had a full Black crew team. So does that mean that there is something wrong with us, or it's a lack of education which we have in Africa?
Yeah. When you started asking the question, I knew that was going to be my answer. My answer is in your question. Okay. I think it's lack of education. One thing that is not lacking for many of us is the passion and the drive. The passion and your drive can only take you. Passion and drive, the drive, the desire to do.
Exactly.
But you can only go so far. It comes to a point where you need some, some education, like some expertise.
Exactly.
We can all learn how to take. If you give any child a camera, after some time the child will really know how to take pictures. I'm sure, but then it's not the same as someone who studied how to do that. So I think for us, maybe that's what's lacking: education. People are there; they're out there doing the thing. They producing movies. Yes, they are doing this. Yes, they are. But the what's behind, which the white people have, let me say, that's what we lack, the education side.
I completely get your point. And of course, as when I started, my main topic was why don't Africans consume Africans' product? And the point which you just raised, it's a very capital point. I don't know if there is more which you want to add about it, or we should just conclude from this first point, which is about quality.
I think quality and originality as well. Yeah,
originality.
That's something that I can add. Originality.
How do you explain originality?
Well, I think when trying to sell more, when trying to reach audiences, it's easy for you to copy something that has already been done and has been successful.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Then.
So I know I've seen a lot of Africans, Mozambicans, let me put it that way, but Africans too, trying to copy the formula. Yeah. These Americans, they did it this way, and it's successful, and people love it. Let me do it exactly like that, and it will also be successful. And they end up repeating what is already being done, and it's not original anymore, and the quality isn't there. Why would I consume it? So besides the quality, the originality as well.
Wow, I totally get it.
If you were giving me something less quality, but it's at least something I never heard before, I would probably consume it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a song or maybe a movie. The quality is a bit less, but then the story is interesting. It's something that I'm seeing for the first time. Maybe it will catch my attention, but then I'm watching something that has a bad quality, and it's just like something I watched last week from these other guys. So besides quality, originality is another issue.
Exactly. I completely understand everything of what you just said, and man, I don't know if I can say this is the end, but it just gave me the things which are exactly on my heart, and they totally resonate with me. Actually, I grew up dreaming. I think I told you this many times. I grew up dreaming to be an actor, a movie actor. And the main thing which took me into video editing was only one. I was not and never satisfied with every single movie I was seeing coming out from my country or from my city or from my neighborhood or anything like this. That was the thing which took me to decide to learn video editing, because I was expecting to be Like the girl is now finally going to learn how to do the stuff. And over with time, I came to understand that actually the problem is not that we even lack people who can do good editing. Anyone can do good editing. But the problem is that we don't have people who actually teach us that we need to reach a certain standard. In Africa, it's like we are always satisfied with what is African. When a music comes out, like maybe you have noticed this, but I'm just going to say it in my own words, the way they usually say it in my country. When a music comes out and the visuals are very nice, the video have been very well edited, nice visuals, people will be saying, it's look European. It's look like some stuff from abroad. Like, you see that mentality? Trying to tell you that when it's quality, it shouldn't be for us. Like, for us, stuff has to be like, we should just make stuff the way we want. And I think this take us to be down when I make my videos for YouTube. If I make my videos for YouTube, trying to compare myself to what other Africans are doing, probably it's like calling failure coming to me. It's like calling the stupid stuff coming to me. And I think if you take the same case, taking it to like even the movie which you just watched, like the Namaste Wahala, the stuff which were there, it was like, guys discovered that we don't have any creativity in us. What can we do? In India, they have a big audience. They have Bollywood, which is already making nice stuff. So what we can do is just copy their stuff, bring it to us here, and then probably it's going to be higher than the African standard. And I think the thing which we have to reduce, or we have to totally remove out of our mind, is continue to tell ourselves that we have an African standard. Like, it doesn't exist. We should just go with the standard which is everywhere. The standard which is everywhere is have a nice movie, nice sound, nice lights, nice story, nice everything. We shouldn't be agreeing on stuff just because it's African. Let's agree on it like that. So I think you really made a good point talking about quality and coming on originality. Yeah, what you said is true. Actually, it's been something which I think you knew when I decided to change my content. Like, I was first making content about India, like my life in India. And I decided to shift totally to Africa because of that thing. Like, we need originality. The African story should be told by Africans only. It's something so sad saying how white people come and do documentaries in Congo, while me, a Congolese, I'm there sitting and watching documentaries which have been done by foreigners in my country. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense when BBC comes and make documentaries about each country in Africa, and Africans, we're there sitting and we are waiting for BBC to make documentaries about ourselves. Like, it's so shameful. So we should learn how to take care of our story and speak it out by ourselves. I think you really made a very good point. So, man, like, I've spoken a lot. Anything which you want to add also on what maybe I've just said?
I don't think for now it's good. I'm actually thinking of what you just mentioned, but yeah, it would take some time for me to have something to say, but we can move on.
Cool. So, man, I'm very happy for this. I hope you're going to agree with appearing here most of the time so that we discuss offside things.
I think I wouldn't have a problem.
Thank you so much for that. So, man, like, I'm very happy for this short time we've been talking about this. As I promised, I won't take long, and I make sure I won't take long. I have a lot to say about this, but I hope it's going to help most of us. Like, if there is any content creator out there watching this thing, one thing we should remove out of your mind: forget about the African standard. Make the world standard. Make what is done out there. Don't look at what other Africans are doing. Don't look at what, this is where they stopped. Oh, so I should do higher than them. No. Look at the biggest standard in the world. Like, one of the things which me personally, I usually tell myself, I think I used to tell this even to my friends when I was even back home in Congo. I used to tell people that I wonder when I make movies, there'll be movies which will go until to the biggest screens of the world. I don't want to make something which will remain only in Africa. Like, it shouldn't be that way. Yeah. So and not only when it comes to movies, when it's even music, when whatever thing it is, not even only in arts, whatever thing it is, it's even governing our countries, like anything, totally anything. We should just make sure that we always do things in the most professional way. I don't know if I can say so that we give access to the outside world to get to our thing. So, Mr. Lejeune, that's cool, man. Thank you so much, Joel, though I'm used to call you Lejeune. Thank you so much, Joel, for being around with us. I'm very happy for this talk, and I'm pretty sure like the stuff which you just spoke about here are going to help so many other African content creators.
I hope so.
We should totally remove out of our mind the African standard. Let's go with the things which are out there, because the world wants to excuse us and say, yeah, it's African standard. Let's just watch it like this. They need that professional one, like, and the originality out of us. So don't feel shy for sharing whatever thing you have. Share it the original way it is. I have been so much inspired by so many people who try to be as much original as they can. As this guy, this guy you can see here, Wademaya. I don't know if you can see him. This guy here on my wall. Yeah,
sure.
Wademaya. Like, I've been so much inspired by that guy. I liked the way he's so original. He doesn't hide anything. Just put the content the way it is. Put it out there. Let the world see the reality. And I think, like, yeah, it makes sense that when you try to be you, you show the real you, and it's very good. So thank you so much, Mr. Lejean, for being here. I've been speaking a lot as if I'm the one who was invited.
Maybe next time I should invite you. Next time I should invite you.
Why not?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Lejean. How do you say au revoir in Portuguese? Oh,
actually, see you.
Okay, like in your country, in Mozambique, how do you say goodbye?
Ciao.
Ciao. Even in French, I say ciao.
Yeah. That's it. Ciao.
Do you have any complicated one, like in your native language? Do you have any native language, like a Mozambican language? Not Portuguese.
To say this, yeah, I don't know any native language, bro. I don't speak my native language. Yeah, my bad.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say it in Swahili. In Swahili, there's so many ways we can say, but like maybe the one which I'm used to, like, maybe I can say like kwa kuonana. Like, yeah, kwa kuonana is like,
see you tomorrow.
Like, for the next time we see each other, kwa kuonana.
Yeah.
For the next time we see each other, okay. Yeah, kwa kuonana. And then I think all these languages have something similar. In Swahili you say kwa kuonana. In Kinyarwanda you say tuzabonana. No, okay. If you say tuzabonana in Kinyarwanda, it's like we shall meet. Tuzabonana.
Yeah.
And in Lingala you can say tokomonana. Tokomonana, tuzabonana, tokomonana. Yeah.
Okay, I know in my language. In my language how it's
okay. Let me hear that.
Tutu onana.
Onana.
Yeah.
You see?
Onana.
Oh, do you know anything?
I just made that up.
In Zulu, I think when they greet each other, they say Sawubona.
Sambonani.
Sambonani or Sawubona. Yeah, something like that. Which is like I can see you. I think so. Yeah. I think Adolf taught me that. Okay, man. Thank you so much for being here. Tokomona na lobby.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Cool.